That's where I am. I'm not in Portland. I wish I was in Portland because I'd be out there with these guys right now. If I was in Portland, that's where I'd be. I'm actually, this guy's getting pretty famous right here. I'm actually here in Connecticut, believe it or not, and I'm walking right by the state park. And it's getting very stormy because this nor'easter is coming, and I'm just gonna go and walk over here. And I might have to turn my hat around. If my hat's gonna blow off, well, I have to put my hood up. I might put my hood all the way up, which I gotta do that. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I wear a red sweatshirt, but I ain't no red. Get it? I wear a red sweatshirt, but I ain't no red. Get it? Hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I wear a red sweatshirt, but I ain't no red. Get it? Okay, so here I am, and I'm walking. I'm doing my walk. Okay, and I'm bringing you guys with me. All right, this is the and I think that the camera is flickering a lot because maybe the signal, something with the signal. I don't know, but I'm out here walking and talking to you guys. Yep, that's right. Dude, I'm live streaming, and guess what? Check it out. Today is day. Are you guys ready? 41. 41. Today is day 41 of a 61-year-old obese man's weight loss journey. That's me. I'm a 61-year-old, almost 62-year-old obese man. And I'm on my 365-day weight loss journey. And I have to walk 2 to 4 miles every day. I have to eat less and I have to drink more water. And other than that, that's very simple. That's all I do. And so I like to walk at the really pretty state park where I am right now. But I had to go on and talk about Froggy Man because Froggy Man is taking hits on his butt, taking those pepper balls for everybody. That Froggy Man right there is taking pepper balls for you and me. He's out there. He's taking pepper balls. See all the cowards? See the ice cowards? They're shooting him with pepper balls. They're lighting his ass up with pepper balls right there in that picture. That's from a few days ago in Portland. I wish I could be there right now. I'd be there right now. If I can get out there in the next few weeks, I'll be going to Portland myself because I want to live stream and show you guys what's going on. If I can get there, I don't know if I can get there or not. I put up a thing trying to see if I can do it, but if I do it, I'm gonna do it in a very organized way. I'm gonna raise some money and I'm gonna launch a new news network just to go out and cover all this bullshit so people can get actual straight information. So and I might do it. It might be me, it might be some other people, but I'm only gonna do it if I can do it the right way. I need a certain kind of vehicle, certain equipment, and I would definitely need to hire probably 2 people. But I'm willing to go by myself. If I have to go by myself, I will go by myself. I don't really have anything keeping me that I have to stay where I am. I'm mobile, right? I can go anywhere. I'm an empty nester. I don't have kids at home waiting for me or pets at home waiting for me. So I can hit the road. I can get out to Portland. I can get out to Chicago. I'm in Connecticut, but I can get out to those places. But the window to drive across country in the north is closing. There's only about a month left. And I know that because I've done it a few times. So my name is Damon. Anyway, I'm going to switch this right now. I'm going to try to switch this over. Let me see. I think I can switch this over. Oh, there it goes. So that's really what it looks like right here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So look, there's the water. I think you guys can see, right? You can see the water out there. See the water? See? Check out the water. There's a storm coming. Big storm coming. Nor'easter is coming this way. It's the calm before the storm, literally. See, and I'll be walking up there in a second. I just want to fix my rig right here before it falls apart. There you go. Wow, check it out. I fixed it. Now I got to run ahead of all these people. See, it's so crowded here on the weekends. I really try to avoid this area on the weekends because it gets so crowded, but I like to come here during the other days. As you know, anybody who follows me, you can see all my videos from here and stuff. It's so windy. Even though I wear a red sweatshirt, I'm not a red. So I think you guys know that. I'm a blue. If we have to pick teams, I'm blue. I'm blue like Darien. Darien is blue. New Canaan is red. I'm blue, but I have red clothes. So, like this sweatshirt I got from Marlboro. I got this sweatshirt long time ago. See, here's the beach. I got this sweatshirt from Marlboro a long time ago. Yeah, like a long, long time ago because I got this back when you could mail in the little barcode from your pack of cigarettes. It was like in the 90s, maybe. And I used to smoke Marlboro Lights, and so I gave all that up. But I used to smoke Marlboro Lights. But when my third child was born, I gave it up. My third child was born. I was like, yeah, I think I need to give it up. So third child was born. I gave up smoking. Although it's ironic because my third child is the one who's still vaping. She's vaping still to this day. She's vaping. So I kind of wanted to go where there would be good waves and stuff to show you guys, but it's not really. There's no surf building up yet. Maybe tomorrow. That'll be better tomorrow. But I think right now I'm just doing my live streaming with my camera pointed over there into the bushes. Right. So it's not interfering with anybody who else is walking along here because they don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot I can do the embedded camera. Yeah, I forgot I could do that. Wait a second. Cool. I could do that. You do it. I could do dual. Triangle. Could do dual. Yeah. No, I want to do. I want to do the way. Oh, how do I do that? Oh yeah, right. Flip the camera. Yeah, flip the camera. How do I do that again? Oh yeah, right here. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I want. I wanted you guys to actually see where I'm walking and see. It's a bike path, and you got a road, and then there's bikes and cars. And this is in Connecticut. This is the state park I usually walk at, but it's usually sunny when I'm walking. But today it was like, oh, it's not sunny, but I have to go for my walk because I'm trying to be consistent, right? That's usually the main thing. But I could be wearing a red sweatshirt, but I'm a blue. I'm not wearing blue, but I'm blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a red. I'm not fascist. It's so funny because red was always the color of the communists in other countries, but here right now, red is the color of the fascists. Isn't that wild? The fascists are red. I'm not a fascist, but I'm wearing red because I got this sweatshirt from Marlboro like 30 years ago, and it's from the Marlboro Reds. You guys remember that? See, look, I have the Marlboro. But yeah, see, I used to smoke Marlboro Lights back in the day. I smoked Marlboro Lights because I even drove a cab in New York City too. Like not in the city, not a yellow cab. I drove a slate blue cab, and they were former state police interceptors. I worked for this company that was outside of New York City called Bluebird. It was called Bluebird, and we had these slate blue cars. They were super cool. They were very fast, and I drove a cab from 1983 to 1990. And our in the New Rochelle train station was our base for a Bluebird taxi. And we had about 35 cars. And I drove from the fall of I transferred to New York University from Tulane, and I drove pretty much Saturday nights. But you had to, in the beginning, you had to drive on Sunday mornings to learn how to use the radio, to learn how to use the two-way radio, to learn all the different routines. You had to drive on Sunday mornings. So I drove on Sunday mornings. It's really quiet, and you got the old, really old dispatcher, and you got to use the radio and everything. And so I drove a cab in New Rochelle, New York, like 12-hour shifts at a time. Usually if you could drive Saturday night, it was like a 16-hour shift because you start working like 1:32 in the afternoon. And then this guy who was really insane, this guy, Tommy Boylan, he owned like four cars by the laws of the company. You could only own four cars max. They had 35 cars, a lot of owners. A lot of owners just own one car. This guy, Tommy Boylan, he owned four cars. He was the dispatcher on most of the nights, like 2 to 10 p.m. So he controlled who got the best calls. He owned four cars, and he also his partner owned four cars. So together they had eight cars, which was like a quarter of the entire fleet. And he determined who got the best calls, like the most expensive calls that were coming in. Right. So he was doing that. So his name was Tommy Boylan. So he was kind of controlling everything. I had no idea any of this stuff worked. I was totally naive. I was a 19-year-old. And so there were a whole bunch of us. We were 19 that they recruited to drive. It was like five or six guys, all about 19 years old, all kind of knew each other. And we all started driving in the fall of 1983. 1983. And we drove. I drove for 7 years, and I went to NYU, and I was living on Avenue A in New York City, Avenue A in St. Mark's, right by CBGB's. And I used to come out on Saturdays because my parents lived there, and I used to take number six train, subway train, all the way out. In the 80s, it was really dangerous, and I would ride it all the way out to Pelham Bay, and then I'd take the 45 bus to within 2 blocks of my parents' house, and then I would drive a cab for like 8 or 10 hours. Check this out. Check it out. Yeah, baby. Look at that car. That was a Duster, I think. Yeah, I couldn't really tell because the hood, the engine it had in there. I think it was a Duster, maybe the Barracuda. Not sure. Not sure about that. It was not. It was not. Wasn't sure. But it was. There's so many cool cars around here. I don't know what it is about Connecticut, but there's so many great cars. I think a part of it is that there were a lot of guys in the Navy here when they were based here in the Navy, because the sub base is not far at all from here. The sub base is just right in Groton, which is about maybe 20 miles east. They build all the big boomer subs in Groton, Electric Boat. They have a website. It's called We Build Submarines, I think. They're looking for anybody who can weld. If you can weld, you can make six figures there your first year. And they want young guys that can be there for 30 years. First year, you're making six figures in the union. If you can weld inside the hull of a submarine, you can help build the Columbia class of submarines. Anyway, so they're looking for anybody who can stand inside that hull and hold that and weld for like 8 hours at a time. If you can do that and you're strong enough and you can do it, you get a 30-year career waiting for you at Electric Boat in Groton, building submarines. Go do it. Go get it. Go get it if you can do it. It's a great career. I myself, I'm past that point. I'm almost 62 years old, and I'm on my weight loss journey. I'm a 61-year-old obese man. I'm just under the 40 BMI scale. I was over 40 about 2 months ago, and my doctor said I had to lose weight. And that the goal, we decided I could do 5 pounds a month, and I could do that for 365 days for a year and lose 60 pounds in 12 months, 5 pounds a month. So my goal is to walk 3 to 4 miles a day, drinking about a gallon, 2 gallons of water, a gallon and a half of water. Got to be careful, not too much. I stop drinking water usually like 5 o'clock, and you drink a lot of water so you don't eat as much. And then you want to stop eating as much, drink a lot of water, and walk about 4 miles a day. If you can do that, you will lose weight. So I lost 7 pounds the first month. I don't want to do Ozempic or that crap because I know medical people and who are doctors and stuff, and they're telling me don't do it because the long-term effects in the kidneys are probably bad. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to do Ozempic or any of those quick methods to lose weight because I know then in the end it's just going to be not good. So I saw someone who did use Ozempic, and it was not good. They kind of disappeared. I mean, the person pretty much disappeared. They used Ozempic, and they're pretty much like their whole body disappeared. And it was the woman I was dating anyway, and not good. So I'm gonna go down here Well, I can go down here and show you guys. I mean, it's really the calm for the storm, literally. Okay. If you go out here, hey, what's going on? Invite, sorry, Scotsman Stewart. Hey, are you a Scotsman, really? Because I found out my family, we've been here on both sides since the 1600s, and I found out that we're like 47% Scottish, which is a lot. If like you've been here on both sides since 1620 and 1670, that's kind of a lot of any one thing since we've been here for so long, and no one really talks about our Scottish roots except my mother, who would say that his mother's maiden name was Robertson. So we know that she was like fully Scottish, but other than that, which will only be 25%. So not sure how we get to 47% Scottish, but apparently that's the case. And so yeah, but we're Robertson. My grandmother's maiden name is Robertson, like the guys in Duck Dynasty. They're my cousins. The guys in Duck Dynasty are my Scottish cousins. I mean, probably like my 10th cousins or something, but my mother's my mother's maiden name's Robertson from the Twin Cities from Minnesota. So anyway, my mom's dad's side are Quakers from founding Quakers from Pennsylvania. And my grandfather, who was a Quaker, converted to be Catholic to marry my grandmother, who was very Catholic, very, very Catholic. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And my mom's side, you go back to the Mayflower. Quakers in Philadelphia and the Mayflower in 1620. I'm a direct descendant of William Bradford, who was the governor of the Mayflower colony. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of nutty. And then I have a lot of other famous ancestors on my dad's side that I won't get into because they're politically not very good to talk about, believe it or not, even though it was 200 years ago. They left that much of a stain on American history. So yeah, let's just say this, that my uncle was very close to Andrew Jackson. That's all I'll say. My uncle was very good friends with Andrew Jackson, who was not really regarded as that great of a president because he did things like the Trail of Tears. He also did win the War of 1812. He did do that. He won the War of 1812. So that's pretty good that he won the War of 1812. But he's thought of as not a great president because of the Trail of Tears and some other things he did. But anyway, that was pretty bad, the Trail of Tears. But see, in those days, they didn't think of it that way. I thought of it as, hey, we need that land to grow cotton and we need to expand the country. And they wanted the land. When he was in New Orleans, he saw all the land in Alabama and Mississippi. Jackson did. And then that was really how slavery expanded at that time because of the cotton gin. The cotton gin made it much easier to process cotton, to pick and process it. And that's why slavery, the slave trade, was actually illegal by that time, like the 1840s, 1830s, 1840s. But you could still do the slave trade inside the U.S. Just couldn't have any more slaves coming to the U.S. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, that's why they wanted the land that was in Mississippi and Alabama, and that's what the Cherokees, they pushed all the Indians off all that land. They had pushed them out that way, and then they pushed them further into the Trail of Tears and everything. That's why all the Indians are in Oklahoma. That's why, like so many Indian tribes, not just the Cherokees, but so many different tribes were all pushed into Oklahoma. And then the ironic part of that is, of course, oil was discovered in Oklahoma, and so the Indians that were there, and that's in that movie with Robert De Niro and what's his name? Forget the other guy's name, the younger actor. Anyway, but yeah, I never thought I would hate. I never thought I wouldn't like a Robert De Niro character, you know. And Robert De Niro in that movie, I really did not like him at all. I really kind of that movie is terrible. That's right. Leonardo DiCaprio is in that movie too with Robert De Niro. Anyway, so but yeah, so I'm here. My name is Damon. I normally talk all about digital marketing, how you can make 900 2 hours a day. It's not really 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day is strictly like the income producing activities, 2 hours a day. You have to educate yourself way more. You have to spend way more than 2 hours a day in the education part of that process where you are on mentoring calls and things like that. So It's probably more like 3 hours a day if you add that stuff in. But it's basically a money machine. Company gives you a money machine. A company gives you already proven website and products that you get the rights to sell for the rest of your life. And you can find all about it. Go to my bio right up here. You can follow me. There's an LINK there. There's an LINK to my LINKTREE. Okay. LINKTREE. And you go there, and the one right at the top, the selection right at the top is how you can get the free blueprint. It's called the Freedom Blueprint 10K. How to learn how to make 10K in 30 days of digital products. You can go there and get that information. Drop your email in there, get the information. Okay. You can also send me an email. Go to my profile, follow me, Gary. That'd be great. And then my profile is my email. You can email me, and you can just ask me to send you that LINK. Okay. If you want to do that, you can do that too. But so my name is Damon. I'm the proud dad of 3 adult children. And I'm an empty nester, and I got divorced in 2017. And I work for myself. I was already working for myself before I found the 2 hour workday system, the 900 digital products. I was already working for myself anyway. And then I found that. So I was like, let me add that on, which I did. I added that on. And now I have a lot more digital products. Now I have about 6 digital products, not just 4. I have like 6. And I'm learning how to do other ones now too, because this thing is like whole education. It's like a giant education in digital marketing. So the great thing about digital marketing is that when you send someone the product, it just goes in an email. It's super simple. There's no shipping. You can do it from anywhere in the world. You can use your phone. You can do it anywhere. And then, of course, if you're making any money, you got to set up an LLC or an S corp or whatever, because you got to do your own taxes. You're your own boss. You're a solopreneur. So what you do is you do your own taxes. You can write a lot of stuff off, of course. But the great thing about that is, like for me, is that I am basically my own boss, solopreneur. But the best part of it also is, I'm over here for a second. All these people are past me now. But the best part of that is really for me is that I can write off almost everything off my income. Everything with travel, I can write off because I'm creating content. What you really do with digital products is you're always creating content. So like right now, I'm creating content, even though I'm live and I'm talking to you guys live on TT, which is great. Now I can take this recording and I can repurpose this recording. And that's part of like basically caching video. It's called caching. When you cache content, it's content caching. Part of me doing these lives is it's another way of me doing content caching so that I always have more and more content. So like even that, like this right over here, like I could just take some, after I turn this live off, I can just take a picture over there, take some pictures over there. I can take a picture over here, take a picture over here, the picture over here. So just anywhere you go, think about it. Anywhere you go, you can be creating content, right? So let's say you take a trip somewhere, pick a city, wherever you're going. Take your phone out, take some pictures wherever you want. Take pictures wherever you go. Film little videos wherever you go. And if you knew how to do this like I do, and I could teach you, I could mentor you, you can use this content that you have on your phone. And you can basically, not that you would be, I'm not making money from this live that I'm doing, but I'm going to use this content. And I'll use this content. I'll repurpose this a little bit, but this isn't really that fun. It's just walk along the road. It's not really good. People don't really care that much about it. They want to see like the waves. They want to see the beautiful scenery of the beach and the waves and the woods and everything. This is pretty boring. I'm probably not really going to do much with this piece of content, but I'm just out here taking my walk, which I need to do. So I'm doing this at the same time, right? Because I am killing 2 birds at one stone. I'm making content and I'm getting my walk in. Although this walk is going to be pretty short. This is only gonna be like 2 mile walk. So anyway, so guys, if you're interested in this at all with digital marketing, if you're interested in digital marketing, how you can learn, you can use your phone to make money from wherever you are in the world. That's the digital marketing, and there's all different ways you can learn how to make money using digital marketing, using your phone to create content, and then you can use a laptop, desktop, whatever, tablet, and you can have a presence on any of these platforms. You have a presence on this platform, on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you like the best, and then you just use that platform, and you basically you have a website, you have links. Like I had to get link TREE, which is up in my profile. You can go there and get it. But I had to get link TREE, so I had enough things to show to people could select because I had too many things. That's what happens is you end up with too many different things that people can pick. Like I have the 10K in 30 days blueprint. That's free. You can go get it in my link TREE in my profile. You can follow me, you can go get it, go there. And then right at the top is the free blueprint. It's called the Freedom Blueprint 10K in 30 days. You can get that free. Just drop your email in there, hit submit, and then you get an email from me. Then you can email me back and ask me questions. That's really the best part. But then the next one down is we created a master class. We created a course that has all everything answered in there. You have all your answers to everything are in there. Okay, in that master class. So I'm not sure of a better way that we can do it, but the bottom line is that right now those two things are separate. You can get the 10K in 30 days blueprint. That's the top one on my link, TREE. The second one down, you also put your, if you put your email on the second one down, you'll get both of those things. But anyway, do the first one, do the second one. You can do them separately, however you want to do it. But those are both freebies. Those are both free and they're worth a lot. They're worth a lot. They're totally free. Okay. The bottom line is that when you learn about digital products, you quickly understand that you no longer have to work a 9 to 5 job. You no longer have to have a shitty hourly job. You never have to go to a shitty job again. You never have to deal with a shitty boss again. Although that's all over. Those days are over. And I could tell you right now, I could even just talk to somebody on the phone and I could tell them right now about 8 or 10 different ways. I could just explain to you in words, 8 or 10 different ways. And you'd be like, really? I could do that. I could do that. I could go do there. Like, I'll give you one example. Okay. It's called affiliate marketing. You can make 25% usually of every sale or some pretty good commission. Let's say you want to, Samsung, right? Samsung sells lots of electronics during the holidays, right? If you have you go set up an account at Pinterest. You set up a business account at Pinterest, okay? Then you go to Samsung, you scroll down to the bottom. It says there, like work with us or affiliate program. It says one of those things. You sign up there, they give you a link. And from that point on, it's directly linked to you. And it's your link. So it's identified to you. So, but you take that link and you take the description, let's say of a really nice TV or a computer or whatever, and you put the description and pictures of that TV and a post on Pinterest. Okay. Then you put your little link in there. So if anybody ever buys that from that post that you do, you get a nice commission. Like could be 100, could be 200. It's a nice commission though. That's called affiliate marketing. That's one part of digital marketing. That's that's a part that some people like to do. I myself don't do that much. I mainly do digital marketing where I sell digital products. So it's different. But I have about 6 digital products I sell from 900 down to $27. Best part is I keep all the money. The $27 one I created myself. The $900 one I can sell like I created it myself, called Master Resale Rights, but I did not create it myself. The $900 one I did not create myself. The $600 one I did not create myself. The $300 one I did not create myself, but I keep all the money. So if I sell a 900 right now on this live, let's say somebody decides or sees this recording later, like on YouTube. If someone sees this on YouTube, by the way, please subscribe to my channel. It's 900 paydays WFH, 900 paydays work from home WFH. That's my YouTube channel. So subscribe, okay? Because I'm putting this stuff up all the time. I'm not holding back. I'm not gatekeeping, as they say. So basically, you can make a lot of money with all these different ways of making. You can create a digital product really easily. Like, for instance, you can use any experience you've ever had to create a digital product, and then you just have to type it up. Basically, you can use, AI to do that. You can use ChatGPT to do it, and just give it certain prompts. It'll type stuff up for you. Then you copy and paste that into a Canva template. Boom, that's a digital product. You can sell it for whatever you want: $10, $20, $40, $30. You decide, and then there's places you can put that. Some places like actually will promote it for you. Other places they don't. Like I could have it in my link tree and I'm the only one that's really promoting it. So anyway, I'm done. Okay. See you guys later. Bye.